Kia ora team and welcome. I'm Reuben from Link Academy, and in this session we're talking bank reconciliation. And we're going to be going through the scenario where we manually pay out a customer credit, overpayment or prepayment. Okay, so in that scenario, perhaps a customer has a credit note with us, and instead of allocating that or choosing to apply that to future invoices, we're manually going to refund them that amount. We can do the same with the credit note, a prepayment, where perhaps we took a deposit for a project we didn't go ahead with, we'd want to refund that. Or an overpayment where a customer has accidentally overpaid us and we want to send cash back to them for the difference that they overpaid. So let's take a look at those three scenarios. So fortunately for you, I'm going to show you one foolproof way we can deal with all three scenarios: credit note refunds for cash, prepayment refunds for cash, and customer overpayment refunds for cash. And this is the way we're going to do it. So if you open up your dashboard and click on Reconcile, this is where a lot of people get stuck. I'll just show you that first, and I'll show you how we're going to resolve it. So if we open up our reconciliation page, and we'll find some money going out that relates to customer overpayment or a credit note or something to that effect, or a prepayment. So if we scroll down here, we have a $230 from Bayside Club leaving our account, and it's due for a credit note. And this is where people get stuck. They'll go find and match, and you type in 230 for example, and nothing pops up. And what about if we typed in Bayside or Bay? So we'll find other invoices but no credit notes there, right? It's not available because it's not an accounts receivable item. Xero really wants us to offset this against some open invoices, and it doesn't include that as part of our accounts receivable. So what do? Here's what you do. And this is the same method regardless of whether you're dealing with a prepayment or an overpayment or any cash refund to a customer. So just this one method you need to remember. Click on accounts and go to sales. And we're going to click up open awaiting payment. And in there you will find either your prepayment here. I have one prepared, $2,000 for Jacaranda. We have an overpayment from Basket Case, $85.45. And we have Bayside Club here that has a credit note that they want to be cash refunded for. So if we click into that credit note scenario, it's the same regardless. What you want to do is right at the bottom here, there is make a cash refund. Do you see that option there? Make a cash refund. So in here we want to say on this date we received that value from this bank account, and there doesn't need to be a reference most of the time. So we're going to click add refund. And so we're manually closing out this credit note in this scenario. Great. Now let's how do we reconcile that now? If we head back to our dashboard and we go to reconcile our items, we go and find that transaction again. What you will find, what you should find is that, here we go. If we go and find our transaction, is that it lights up green for us. Because we've manually created that payment, it's been able to match that up against that the money that left our account on that day. And we simply click OK. Simple. So I'll do one or two more for you to show you the other scenarios. So same process, go and find the transaction. This time we'll do a prepayment in the scenario where Jacaranda here, they've paid us a deposit, and we have decided not to go ahead with this project. So we're going to refund them their deposit. And we're not going to apply it against future invoices because there's unlikely to be any. So right at the bottom of this prepayment here, I'm going to say cash refund $2,000, pick the day we made the refund, and enter the bank account it was refunded to, and click add refund. Simple. And I'll just do this overpayment at the same time, and we'll reconcile them both. So here's Basket Case. They've accidentally overpaid us $85.45, and we're going to refund them that amount. So same deal. Click into that transaction, choose the date, say which bank account it came from, and click cash add refund. So we're adding a cash refund to our overpayment here. Now if we go back to our dashboard, like so, click reconcile, we should have some nicely lit up reconciliation pages. So we click next, we're looking for a prepayment and an overpayment for Jacaranda and Bayside. Great, Basket Case. Cool, so here's our Basket Case one, that's lit up. Cool, that's worked well. And there was our jacaranda as well. So let me just go too quick. Excellent. Cool, and here was our jacaranda, so that's our cash refund. Fantastic. That's going to close out that prepayment or the overpayment and reconcile our invoice line. So that's the one foolproof method you can use for any customer cash-based refunds.